Railway Children has been raising money to change the lives of vulnerable children for 25 years. It's done in many different ways, but one significant source of income is from our hugely popular and varied calendar of events. Rallying supporters to join in and get involved plays a big part in the charity's annual fundraising and has seen supporters take on challenges around the world. Mountains have been climbed in the Himalayas as well as the UK. There have been bike rides across India, marathons have been run around the world, and hundreds of participants have slept out in the cold overnight. Whatever event has been organised, it's attracted vital sponsorship and created a strong bond between those taking part, united with the aim of helping the railway children. This year has been different. Travel restrictions and social distancing has meant many of the events have had to be postponed, and with that a substantial amount of income has been lost, which has hit the railway children hard. That's why we've come together to create Rail Aid and help fill that fundraising shortfall for this wonderful charity. Now we need you to show your support for a different type of challenge and join in with one of the many events lined up for the week of Rail Aid that starts tomorrow. There's an auction where you can bid for some amazing prizes, a bingo game hosted by Emmerdale and Strictly winner Kelvin Fletcher, a rail quiz that I'll be presenting, and it all culminates in a live broadcast on Friday, November the 27th. Make sure that you sign up to follow the Rail Aid web page and get regular updates so you can be part of this wonderful event.
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now.
I'm Sir Peter Hendy and I'm a passionate supporter of Railway Children. The work that the Railway Children do with vulnerable children in the UK and around the world is wonderful. In 2007 I visited a Railway Children project in India and saw for myself the difference it made to vulnerable children and also families and whole communities. Ever since, I've been a passionate advocate of the Railway Children's work and welcome every opportunity to support the charity. The impact of COVID-19 on vulnerable young people means their work is more crucial than ever, and we need to all come together and do whatever it takes to make sure Railway Children can keep doing what they do so brilliantly. I've joined forces with the Young Rail Professionals and Worldline to host a railway themed quiz on Wednesday, November the 25th. So if you think you've got the railway knowledge it takes to be crowned the winner and win some great prizes, then please do sign up now to take part.
I'm Judy Lister and I'm a trustee of Railway Children, and I've joined the Get On Track challenge for Rail Aid, and I'm walking, running and cycling 250k to raise money for this fantastic cause. And as any runner will tell you, the worst bit is just before you start. But actually I've got a choice, and children living and working on the streets don't have that choice. So that's why I'm making an effort. I'm heading off down to the sea now, and I'll get back to you later. Phew, that was quite a challenge, but nothing like the challenge of living and working on the street if you're a child in Africa or India or the UK. We need funding to help our workers work with children in those situations during the pandemic. So please support us. And in the meantime, I'll keep going.
Across the UK, there are thousands of children and young people in extreme danger every day. Last year, British Transport Police identified more than 8,000 young people at risk across the UK rail network. Some are running away from bullying, abuse or problems at home. Many are being lured to meet strangers or exploited and groomed by gangs who want them to move drugs around the country. Others are battling mental health issues and even contemplating suicide. This year, coronavirus has made everything even harder for those already vulnerable children. The support systems they rely on, the agencies that can normally help, friends that can offer an escape, or even the routine protection of school have all been turned upside down. At the same time, families who are already struggling are under even more pressure. Stress and anxiety is more common than ever, and the severity of the problems children are facing have increased. Throughout this pandemic, we've made sure we've been there to help these children and their families whenever they've needed us. Throughout this Rail Aid Week, we want to share some of those stories with you. Thanks for everything that you're doing, and thank you for your support.
Hello, my name's Kath and I'm a project worker here for Railway Children. I'm currently working with a 17-year-old who was picked up by British Transport Police and taken to safety after being found self-harming at a railway station. Sarah had had a very traumatic upbringing. From the age of 6, her father was extremely violent towards her siblings and her mother. Over time, her mum developed an alcohol dependency, and as a result, neither parent could keep her safe. She grew up in a chaotic environment, she struggled at school, and was even a victim of sexual abuse by a family friend. When Sarah was 16, her dad attempted to burn down the family home with her and her family inside. She couldn't be safeguarded at home, so Sarah was moved into independent supported accommodation. Usually when young people come to the time in their life where they're to move on and to move out of the family home, they have support from family and friends, but this wasn't the case for Sarah, and that's where we were able to help. We provided her with emotional and practical support for when she moved. She's too vulnerable to attend work or college at the moment, so we're supporting her to complete some online training with the hopes that she'll be able to volunteer one day in the future. Coronavirus has affected our ability to work with the young people like we used to do, so we've had to think of new and inventive ways to support them. For Sarah, I've been sending her out care parcels through the post, keeping in touch constantly with video calls, and staying closely in touch with the professionals around her. This makes sure that she'll always be safe and never feel alone.
I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We are family. Hey, I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Sing it to me. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Living life is fun, and we've just begun to get our share of this world's delight. High hopes we have for the future and our goals in sight. We know we don't get depressed. Here's what we call our golden rule. Have faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong. Oh no, this is our family jewel. We are family. Sing it to me. I got all my sisters with me. Sing it to me. We are family. I can hear you, guys. Get up, everybody, and sing. We have faith in you and the things you do. Hey, I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, y'all. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. I got my sisters with me. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Get up and sing it to me.
Protecting vulnerable people is at the very heart of what British Transport Police does. And every day, our officers identify and safeguard thousands of young people across the railway network who are desperately in need of our support. Sadly, these numbers are continuing to rise, and it's thanks to our close partnership with Railway Children that we're able to refer these children for further specialist support and help keep them out of danger. The transport network may have looked slightly different in recent months, but the Railway Children has continued their dedicated and inspirational work throughout the entirety of the pandemic. Unfortunately, COVID-19 has had a detrimental impact on their fundraising income at a time when children and families they work with need their help more than ever. That's why we're delighted to be supporting Rail Aid this November. This vital fundraising initiative will make sure Railway Children can be there for the young people we find at risk now and in the future. Our officers and staff will be getting involved in a variety of ways over the coming month, and you can too. I'd really encourage you to sign up now for updates and to find out more about how you can help. Thank you.